If you've never sculpted before, this video is for you. I'm here with my friend Catie.
Hello.
And you've never sculpted before, right?
Nope, never in my life.
So you don't have like an innate talent, you think, for this, right?
No, not unless Play-Doh counts as a kid.
Yeah. I told Catie that I wanted to teach her for this video, and she said, if I can teach you, then I can teach anyone, right?
That's the truth.
Okay, this is what we're gonna do. So we're gonna use nothing except for what comes in my beginner sculptor kit. There should be a link in the description. So this is what you get.
Cool.
You get 4 sculpting tools with a little sponge and about 1.5 pounds of clay. The reason we have this, it's just a piece of wood. You can pick it up and turn it, and if you had a painting stand, you could clip it on or something so it could be upright. Let's go through the tools.
Perfect.
They're different shapes, so if you get one at home, your tool might be a little different, but they all work the same. So I actually had to make these tools. I looked up beginner sculptor kits, but they're all for people who do pottery. And this is very different than pottery. It has a serrated edge. You see there's little divots like this on them?
Oh, okay.
I did that with a Dremel tool. This stops you from going too deep into the clay. But this is for scraping clay off. Basically, that's what this tool. And so make sure you're using the serrated side when you're using it. This is a super expensive bamboo skewering rod.
Highest quality.
Of the highest quality, imported straight from the trees where the bamboo is. You can do like measuring with this, and I use it for drawing.
Okay.
That's all this is. This is also for little things, obviously in the corner of the mouth probably. You got one of these, a little flat edge.
Perfect.
And this is for sort of moving the clay around. We'll get into that. Let's start. Let's get some clay. You want to grab probably like a small handful.
Okay.
And anyone can learn to sculpt. Absolutely anyone. It's not a, special talent. It's a skill. And your most important tool, not to be cheesy, is knowledge. You have that, you're good to go. Good.
Cool.
So we want it to stick to here, so we're gonna sort of like smush it in. This is probably the hardest part of the whole.
Like rolling a stromboli.
Yeah, exactly. Cool. That's what I always say. Okay, good. So that should be fine. Yeah, we did it.
Yay.
All right, first step done. You're doing it. You're sculpting.
Put me in the Louvre.
By the way, when you're doing this at home, you're probably gonna need paper towels and a little bit of water. And if your clay gets too sticky or if it starts, sticking, you just get your tool a little bit more wet.
Okay. Cool.
Let me show you what the mouth looks like. The mouth is not flat. It's on a cylinder. You see how it's curved like this?
Mm-hmm.
So that's the first shape we're gonna make. It's basically like a rainbow, right?
Okay.
So that's what we're going for. I'm gonna start here and then slowly turn my tool and try to push it so that we get kind of like that shape. Doesn't have to be that high, but and then I'll fiddle with it until I get it sort of nice and clean looking.
With the knife part down?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like this. Yeah, keep going, keep turning. Yes, just like that. So we can work on that a little bit, even it out a little bit, but that's basically exactly what we're looking for.
Okay, perfect.
Make mine a little bit flat on the bottom and the top. Look at it from the side, and you want it to be pretty much flat with the thing.
Okay.
So you've never sculpted before, right?
No.
Yeah. Have you ever thought about it?
No, I remember when you used to show me. It was super fascinating. I just didn't think I had the ability.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. You don't need it. See, that's the thing, is that the ability can be learned. I truly think anyone can be anything if you just learn how. But how do you learn how? People like me. There's a reason cavemen didn't sculpt the David. And it's thousands of years of knowledge that was passed on word of mouth. And now you're part of the tradition.
Here we go.
Yeah. Okay, perfect.
Cool.
So now the next step, this is very, very messy. Can you pass me the towel? Mm-hmm. Cleaner than I am. If you look at this, you see how there's like a W shape right here?
Mm-hmm.
That's what we're gonna do first, because this is the orbicularis oris, and it's a muscle that goes all the way around. We're gonna carve that out.
Okay.
And so, watch me first. So if this is flat and this is vertical, I'm gonna hold it at a 45-degree angle.
Okay.
And you can do the W like this, but I sort of like to maybe start with that shape, take that out, and then W here, and sort of like that.
Okay. part?
Yeah,
of
the
this?
part that's got the little ridges on it.
Okay. This.
Holding the tool like this,
Mm-hmm.
you want to hold it at a 45. Yeah.
Okay.
Now we'll flatten the chin part here, like this. But remember, we want that. Don't want to lose the W shape. And I did that at a 45-degree angle. And so use this flat thing.
Okay.
And just sort of flatten it out. But so see how it's coming off at an angle, like that.
Okay.
And that's this part right here. Okay, so let's smooth that out a little bit. Use your fingers maybe, and try to get this sort of W shape here. Carve out a little bit wider because we're trying to get to the corners of the mouth. And the corner of the mouth is going to be right here and right here. And you know what? I think we're actually going to have to try again because see how it's more like a U now? I think instead of adding clay, it'd be easier just to do it again.
Do it again. Okay.
Yeah. And that's important to know is that you can always try again. That's actually the great thing about clay is that you can't mess it up.
Yeah.
Because it's like you can overcorrect a drawing to the point where you draw through the paper, but you can always try again with the clay.
Okay.
One thing that stopped me from improving was actually my perfectionism. I would rework a sculpture and try to get it perfect, but it is significantly better to do the entire thing all over again than it is to try to fix, because if it's better to try to do 5 mediocre sculptures than it is to do 1 good one.
Okay.
Because
practice it.
Because doing the whole process is going to teach you significantly more than just trying to get the process perfect once.
For one thing.
Yeah, because you won't. You have to do the whole process over and over again. Yeah, and with this part, your thumb part can help. Your thumb part of your hand can help. Right here, doing that maybe. Next step, draw the lips on a little bit with our thing here. So this is the corner of the mouth here and here. We're gonna draw this big arc. And then you can put a little V here.
Okay.
Yeah, perfect. This is the red part of the lips. And everything above that tilts a little bit more down.
Okay.
So we're going to use this tool and try not to touch it on the inside of this line.
Okay.
Just try to stay on the outside, but we're going to have it be wet. Use the flat part and try to just push this part down a little bit. Yeah, see now you're getting the hang of it. Yeah, you're gonna see that's the problem. By the time you get to the end, you're gonna be so much better than at the beginning. You're gonna be like, it's like so much better now. You have to start over because it'll be so inconsistent. Now here's the fun part. I don't know why I like this so much. You can use your finger if you want to just to push, but I'm gonna just carve out that little divot right here. See how goes in like that?
At the V.
Yeah. Yeah. So let's clean this up a little bit. Just so what I'm gonna do, and I think what you might want to do too, is just take a slice out of the top, because you don't want it to go so far up, because then it's gonna feel like it's a face where the nose should be.
Okay.
You know, so let's just cut it down.
Chop off.
Yeah. You know, you probably won't understand what we're doing until you do the whole face, but you got to start somewhere, and the face is just so complicated. It's so much surface area. Yeah, start small.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Okay, let's see. Oh, you already did it! Whoa! You say you're not down? Okay. You never did this before? Or okay.
I do like to eat, so I've got.
I know. I've sliced my share of pizza. Okay, I know what I'm doing. Okay, so this part's really fun and really hard.
Okay.
It might take a couple tries. So watch carefully. It's hard because you have to watch the tool and how I'm holding it and where it's moving. So that's 3 things to watch at the same time. So you're not gonna get it all.
Okay.
So I'll try to do it a few times maybe.
Okay.
But right in the middle, right at the corner of the mouth, you're gonna do this.
Okay.
We're gonna dig it out and make that plane. So I'll show you, ready? And we're gonna try to push up to where we drew that arc.
Okay.
And it's gonna get messy, and you might push things, and you might mess it up, and you might have to redo it again, but I'll show you on this side now. Notice I'm holding this down, you know, because we should have it secured, and that would be smarter, but I never said it was smart. Okay.
Oh, wow. Yeah, now you can tell.
Now you can tell it's a limit,
that's awesome.
right?
Okay.
So
So
it's very hard, but it saves a lot of time, you know. There's so many ways. There isn't one way to do this, you know.
Yeah.
But that's the fastest way. Marble, you carve down, and clay you can add on, but you forget you can carve the clay too. So you put more than you need, and then you carve it out.
Okay.
It saves time. Okay. Watch how my hand changes.
Okay.
Okay.
So like this, and dig out more.
And watch actually. So I'm going from side to side, and I'm going up and down, and I'm rotating as well. So there's 3 movements I'm actually doing. We want to just move our hand diagonal.
Okay.
Just like that, like that. Okay, so now the other side. So it would be, if the tool's right here, watch how, see how my hand is?
Okay. It's right here. So you're going.
Yep, just like that. Yeah, just like that.
Oh, they do kind of look like lips.
Yeah! Just like, now you can see
Okay, perfect,
where we're going, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're gonna do this part.
Okay.
Okay, so
like.
think of the lips sort of as, so the bottom one is sort of 2 lobes right here and here.
Okay.
And see how they push in to the upper lip. It's crazy how perfectly designed the body is, you know? Like,
Yeah.
it's just like it's like a little parking spot right up here inside. So we're gonna
South Philly parking. Perfect.
Actually, that's so cool. Imagine God was sculpting this and he just like shoved his thumb there. It would push the clay down there, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So that's what we're gonna put back in, that fullness. So this is the V shape that's gonna be here.
Okay.
So I'm gonna put my tool in and then roll it up.
Okay.
And then put my tool in and roll it up. And that's pretty messy, but it's better than what it was.
Okay.
Let's try this.
I kind of love that. Are you pushing it up to one side or just up?
Okay, so this is what you're trying to do. You're trying to carve out this shape.
Okay.
Like this.
Oh, I messed up that part.
That kind of cut it out. Let me try a different way. How about this? How about we try to put it in this way?
Okay. So you're saying like this?
Yeah, but see how your tool is vertical?
Mm-hmm.
It's a little bit more of an angle this way. If you rest your hand down on the table, you might have more control. Maybe, I don't know. You know, you have to find what works for you. Yes, like that.
Oh.
Does that feel better?
Yeah.
Hey, look at it already, right?
I can't believe it actually looks like lips.
I know! See how it just sort of cuts in? I'm gonna try to just make that a little bit more like that. Okay, that's literally perfect.
Okay, cool.
On the other side.
I'm gonna do the other side.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Every single part of the human body is convex. It's crazy. Like even where you think, even your belly button is made from the connection of a bunch of convex things. Convex means like the outside of a circle, and convex means like the reverse if you flip it inside out. You know what I mean? No, probably didn't explain it. This is like a valley is concave and a mountain is convex. Right here, you see how that sort of looks concave?
Mm-hmm.
That means we need to add more fullness.
Okay.
So get a little piece of clay like this.
Okay, and just stick it right there?
Yeah, just put it on. It might help to look from the side. Lips are like this. It goes chin, bottom lip, top lip. Pretty much, right? Right?
Yeah.
So this is coming farthest out. So look at yours from the side. Hold it up. This is farther out than that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that needs to come out so that it's farther.
Then the bottom.
Yeah.
Okay.
To fix that, let's draw in the top of the lip again.
Okay.
Make sure we are decided on where that's going to be. You're so close. You're so close. Roll the tool. Roll it. You got to make your tool the shape of a circle. Yeah. You have to trace a circle in the air, just like that. That,
Yeah.
I'm so proud of you. I'm so excited. Oh my god. Alright, let me see. Awesome. Okay, so there's some cleaning up to do. I think this is the tool we'll use.
Okay.
When the light hits it, do you see how you can see the arc very clearly?
Mm-hmm.
How this is one shade of color and then that's another shade of color?
Yeah.
So that's what we're shooting for. So you see how it blends a little bit? So we need to make it a little bit more distinct. Your finger won't carve in too deep, but I think, so try to get that smooth arc in the V shape. Like try to trace that line back in with your finger.
Okay.
Yeah, so much better. Awesome. Okay, now we can go to another step.
Okay.
The red part of the lip actually ends before the corner of the mouth. And then that's when you sort of get this smile part. Is you put your tool in like this, and then curl up like that. It's kind of hard to do that, but try, see what happens.
Okay. Will you do the motion in the air again?
Mm-hmm. So I'm holding it in, sort of like, here, I'll draw. So the mouth comes down, and then it sort of curls up for a smile.
Okay.
And so you see how this is the red part of the lip, and then this is where flesh is.
Okay.
So that's gonna, we're sort of, see how that's sort of like, we want it to tuck in, and then what we'll end up doing is carving this out, and then this part will tuck in.
Okay.
So if this is the smile part going up,
Mm-hmm.
if the tool is sort of perpendicular to that direction, do you see how this is sort of this way?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like that. So I think that might work. And then the opposite for
the other way.
yeah. The piece of flesh right here on people's right here. So you're gonna take a little piece like this and right on the outside of that, and then you can kind of smooth that over, I guess. Just carve that off, that right here, so it's flat. So I'm gonna put my tool right at the corner of the mouth, and then sort of peel it down.
Okay.
And then I'll watch one more time up here, and then that's where the smile is gonna be. So I'll put it in, and then sort of peel it up, right along the edge, right here. Like put your tool flat on the lip, right? Yeah, exactly like that.
Okay.
And now peel it off a little bit. Exactly like that.
Oh,
You get it?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's very hard to use words, right? You have to show it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
And now see that part here? We'll just carve that little extra stuff
Straight off. Okay.
Yeah. And hell, why not use our little guy?
Little guy.
Careful, he digs in real weed. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That's it.
All right.
That's it. Okay. So let's see what he looks like. Look how nice that's looking. Look how nice that's looking. That's so fucking cool.
love it. Oh my gosh. Just want to kiss it.
Believe me, I've been there. Why do you think I'm a sculptor? A little Pygmalion action.
What's
I have
next?
kissed my fair share of sculptures. I have. Okay, so I mean, and basically it's all fine tuning from here.
Okay.
But that's basically the general motions. I keep calling it a trick, but the trick is it's not what it looks like, it's what your hand is doing.
That makes a lot
That's
more
right.
sense.
It's like a dance almost. You have to memorize the motion of the dance
Yeah.
because the correct motion is what is going to give you the correct form.
Okay.
So you just got to figure out how it feels though, right? You can only learn by doing it. That's the thing. Do it. You can't, everybody, you can't just think about it. You have to actually do it. And you have to fail, and then you have to learn, and you have to try again.
Definitely.
Right? Okay.
Yeah. Cool.
So here, this is how we fine tune it. So to go a little bit more into what it looks like, check out the very, the edge, the edge of the lip. See how it's almost like you could pinch it?
Yes.
Do you see how there's a shadow here and then it's lighter here?
Mm.
So it's almost like a line that goes around it. And see how that happens at the top right here?
It's like slightly raised.
It's like slightly raised. So the reason that's important is because that's what makes this a volumetric form, and this a volumetric form, and this a volumetric form, and then this. So we really have 5 shapes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
And we want this to be a nice, you know, like, and that a whatever. That's what we want it to be.
Put it in the dictionary.
Technical term, like. This is where we're gonna want the poof shape.
Okay.
This is where we're gonna want the other poof shape. And when we have that drawn in, we can just sort of like carve that part out and carve that part out. And then can just sort of roll our fingers along it and it'll look a lot better.
Okay.
See what I mean?
And they should line up to where that middle V is.
Yeah, you see how that's sort of flat in here? There's like a circle here, and then in here it's sort of like this is a flat triangle almost. Here, if I can even draw like that, this part's sort of flat. This is the round part. This is the round part. The forms are very clear on a mouth like this, but if we were doing me, it'd just be slit, you know?
Yeah. When you smile, there are no lips. I'm the same way. Yep.
Yeah, just like that.
Oh yeah, pay attention to your hand.
Yeah, is it helping?
Absolutely, yeah.
It's crazy, huh?
Yeah, because otherwise you're thinking like, oh, this is what the clay's gonna look like, and you're looking at that instead of this.
Yeah,
okay,
exactly.
Next, we should sculpt a Red Bull can. I could probably do that.
That's pretty nice. What do you
I
think?
can't believe I made that.
Look at that! Look at that! Here, take this piece off. That's super ugly.
Oh yes.
Let's clean it up too. Let's clean it up a little bit. Because the cool thing about water clay is you can just let it dry and it'll turn hard. So you have a nice little sculpture for yourself.
Really?
Yeah.
Yay. Okay, cool.
Yeah, you keep it.
Harden into this.
What?
It'll harden into this?
What?
It'll harden into this, and then it'll
be exactly what it is. It'll say exactly like that. The cool thing is it's easier actually to not go too deep when it's hard. Huh. So you can fine tune the details after it hardens a little bit, right?
Okay.
That can, if you feel like it, right?
Using the same tools?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, cool.
I'm so effing proud of you. Did you think you'd be able to do that?
No! No! I was kind of nervous. I was like, oh, this isn't going to go.
I knew you could do it.
Oh my gosh, yeah, you're such a great teacher.
Thanks. Great student. If you ever felt like you took an art class and you felt like you didn't have what it took, it's because your teacher sucked. That's what the truth is. That's what I believe. If you have the ability to learn, you have what it takes. You want to keep your tools and sculpting kit and
yes.
clay? Awesome.
Yes.
So, yes. So you have enough clay to do, 1 or 2 more of those kinds of sculptures.
So I can practice.
Yeah, and believe me, there's nothing to do but get better. And that's where you started from.
I know, right?
That's where you started from.
I'm like so proud of myself.
Yeah, you should be. Even if you didn't like how that turned out, that's your first sculpture, right? That's the most important sculpture you'll ever do.
Yay.
You know why? Because it makes every single sculpture you ever do after that possible.
Nice.
Right?
Easier, yeah.
It's the foundation for everything. So it's the most important thing is to do it and to try, even if you don't like how it looks. And you are lucky you like how it looks.
I do.
Yeah.
I do like how it looks.
I hope you enjoyed that video. If you liked it, please subscribe and like. Let me know if you want to see Katie again or me do any other tutorials. If you want to get started sculpting, there's a beginner kit linked below. If you have any comments, questions, or suggestions, please let me know. Good luck and happy sculpting.